Hey everyone, welcome to Zero Labs. Today is Sunday, March 6, 2016. I'm Mark Brash, your host, and this is This Week in Alternative Energy. So I'm a little bit behind schedule, a couple of days. Been doing a lot of spring cleaning in the workshop. This pile of boxes that you see over here is going out on eBay. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes, but let's get right into our hot topics this week. Ustream was acquired by IBM on the 21st of January 2016. And I recently received an email from Ustream saying, "Oh, please come back, please, we're better than ever. We won't serve as many commercials to your audience. You'll love us, yada, yada, yada." So, okay. I gave them a shot. I was using them to stream my casual, just hangout type of broadcast instead of using the Zero Labs Live YouTube channel, for which I am constantly getting copyright third-party matches and muted audio and all kinds of problems that occur with YouTube. Figured, let's give Ustream a try. I tried it. My audience hated it, so that is it for Ustream. IBM, you didn't do them much good. Sorry. Team QEG is still at it. They recently updated their PDF, their running data PDF file at the website. There will be a link to it in the description below. And according to the guy who's doing the test, I communicated with him via email. He says, "Oh, we believe we're seeing a 20% gain in efficiency." And I said, "Really? How did you get that?" "Well, we took our input power of 518 watts that we've been seeing with our little watt meters, and we estimated what the kilowatt hour usage should be, and then compared that against what the utility kilowatt hour meter actually showed." I said, "Okay, well, that's fine, but did you establish a baseline first to ensure that the kilowatt hour readings of your little watt meters actually matched what the utility power company kilowatt hour meter showed in the beginning?" And of course the answer was no. So he's assuming that his little kWh meters are perfectly accurate, and going forward and making a claim that he's got 20% gains without having first established a baseline. I said, well, you know, that's okay. The good news is you can still go back and do it, and then record to see if there's any differences. And then I thought about it for a second. I said, oh wait, no, you can't, because all of the wiring in your house is nano-coated now. Oh wait, there's no stopping it. It's spreading to the grid like cancer. Please, what do we do? So yeah, there's a lot of holes. You know, they were taking some good data there for a while, but now I'm beginning to see the real holes in their methodology. And unfortunately, you know, unless they actually check the accuracy of their kilowatt hour meters and run them for a duration of time and accumulate kilowatt hour readings and compare them against the utility meter to establish the baseline beforehand, you really don't know. You really don't know that you've achieved a gain or not. I'm sorry. All right. In more positive news, there is a gentleman who was a former fellow member of the Energy Builders Network with myself. He goes by the handle of Vulcan in my chat room, He is a maker of gasifiers, wood gasifiers, and the web address is vulcangasifier.com. I'll try to post a link to that in the description. But he's also a free energy researcher or an alternative energy researcher, and he's working on something rather advanced. And he's posting his work at my forum at altenergy.org, which I will also link to in the description. It is a solid oxide fuel cell. Translation: hydrogen in, electricity out. And he's marrying that with the graphene technology that was being shown to us by Robert Murray Smith. He feels that he can achieve a significant performance improvement by employing the use of graphene in the solid oxide fuel cell that he has drafted up, that you see a picture of here. And it's pretty interesting stuff. So I hope you will take a peek in over at my forum and take a look at what this guy is doing. Interesting stuff. And as I alluded to earlier, I do have an eBay auction starting. By the time this video is uploaded and processed, the auctions should be live. They are starting at around 8 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is 11 to 11:30 p.m. Eastern time, as well as some fixed price now auctions. This was all part of the spring cleaning that I did here in the shop, and most notably, one of the things I'll be auctioning off is this 3D printer. This 3D printer that is the first one that I made, the A600. It is fully assembled, tested, and calibrated. And the opening price on this auction will be $500. I hope you'll take a look at it. I hope you'll bid on it and help support the work that goes on here at Zero Labs. Cashfacts.org is a website that tails Moran Kesh's antics very closely and is a constant thorn in Moran Kesh's side, so I like it. He recently highlighted an expose that was done by Hopeless Girl. Hope Girl. And Hope Girl really did her homework. So kudos to Hope Girl for digging up all the dirt that she could possibly dig up on Moran Kesh. She did a very good job, dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's. Apparently, QEG, Team QEG, not just necessarily QEG Sweden, but apparently the QEG team had entered into some form of distributorship agreement with Kesh Foundation and the Spaceship Institute for distributing the MagGrav devices. And of course, you know, the deal went south, and Moran Kesh burned all of his bridges, and you know the woman scorned. And yeah, she did a very good job. All I can say is it's amazing how much dirt you can dig up on the other guy when you're attempting to distract attention away from what you're doing and away from yourself, isn't it? It's funny how that works out. Funny how that works out. Also picked up by, that's a story by Hope Girl, was also picked up by senior editor of the Vermont Veterans Today website, veteranstoday.com, and in his article, he attempts to make a connection between the pedophilia of Sterling Allen, the free energy bogus claims of Moran Kesh, and the death of Judge Scalia. And quite frankly, the only connection between any three of those things, as far as I'm concerned, is the fact that he happened to mention them all in the same article. How he makes the connection, how he connected those dots, I have absolutely no idea, but I have to tell you, in my personal opinion, it's borderline libelous. Fortunately for Mr. Duff, that won't come back to bite him in the ass, because the people that he's mentioning are either in jail, on the run, or dead. So, and I expressed that sentiment in a forum post underneath the article at Veterans Today. I created an account, I signed up, I got a password, I logged in, and I made my comment. And my comment, fortunately, I grabbed a screenshot of it. This is just a portion of the screenshot that I captured. I also captured the whole screen so that we can validate that I actually made this comment at his website. But I want to read to you what I posted at his website. And my comment was, "Tangled web or spun yarn? Sorry, Gordon, but I don't buy it. While there may be threads of truth to some of the statements you made here, the way you attempt to tie them all together here is such a stretch, it more resembles a bowl of spaghetti than a tangled web. I place about as much stock in what you wrote here as the ridiculous whiteboard scribbling of Kesh. I do believe that free energy is known by a few and suppressed. When it is rediscovered and shown how to replicate in one's garage by the open source community, that will change everything. What I can tell you from personal experience is that the utter BS shown to us by Kesh is not the way to get there, but only a distraction and a total waste of time. As someone who has a PayPal donate button and a Patreon account, you probably lump me in with the low pedigree scammers as well. That's fine. I have thick skin. I know that my intentions are honorable. If I happen to be the one of those inventors who rediscovers free energy, everyone will see it in real time as it is rediscovered, so that it cannot be hidden ever again. And if I'm not the one who rediscovers it, I have spent the last decade building the vehicle that can get the word out how to replicate very quickly." Interestingly enough, that comment sat awaiting moderation approval for a couple of hours, after which it was censored and completely removed. So keep this in mind, folks. If you have a dissenting opinion that you wish to voice, don't voice it at Veterans Today, because you'll get about as far as you would at PezWiki. All right, your comments will be censored. So my very next comment to Gordon Duff, and I also knew that this would not be posted, it reads as follows. "And now, Gordon, you are guilty of censoring comments with dissenting views. I know you will read this prior to censoring. Brace yourself, a storm is coming." So do me a favor, drop Gordon Doof a line and express your dissatisfaction with the way he censors comments that don't happen to agree with his particular slant on the news. And if your response doesn't start out something like John Z with, "Ooh, hey Gordon, that was a fantastic article," chances are you won't get published. Sorry. And let's close on a happy note. This 13-year-old inventor, the name escapes me, I'm sorry, but it was featured in a YouTube video. This was brought to my attention by Moray King. Moray also copied Mark Dancy, who later ran an article at revolutiongreen.com highlighting his video of the week. And this really is the video of the week. No doubt about it. You cannot watch this video and not think to yourself, maybe there is hope for humanity after all. So young man, very well done. Go get them. I hope all of you will watch this video. Great video, and very, very inspiring young man. And that's it for this week in alternative energy. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this edition. I want to thank all of my Patreon supporters, the PayPal donations that have come in, and the checks that I've received. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. And if you've got an idea or a gadget in your garage that you want to let people know about, something that you think shows some promise, drop me a line. 0news@altenergy.org. We'll try my best to get at least it weaved into a news piece, and if not, a live interview. As always, please rate, share, comment, and subscribe to my videos, everyone, and peace.